We need to protect these people. Ideally, some online abusers, those so-called keyboard warriors, need to be prosecuted as a deterrent. The current series of Love Island, the 8th, ended on Monday night, clocking up millions of viewers, including an extraordinary 250 million internet streams on ITV Hub, a record. The victors, David and Deccan Sue, may have won the £50,000 prize, but the season was again blighted by controversy. Women's charities deplored the introduction of male bombshell Adam Collard, who had previously been on the show, and been accused of gaslighting female islanders. Women's charity Refuge has again highlighted controlling behavior, manipulation, gaslighting, and double standards in a show with a pressure cooker environment. It's also been revealed that Jacques, who left the last series in tears and into a barrage of online trolling, entered the villa with a diagnosis of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. He said he had death threats. "I was scared for my life. All I wanted to do when I left the show was get a hug from my mum and go into hiding. But I've now started talking about it, otherwise I would have stayed in such a dark place." ITV says it has welfare producers and psychological support at the villa at all times. Meanwhile, ITV2 announced it was planning to relaunch the reality show Big Brother, which was the most complained about show to Ofcom before Love Island came along. Dr. Molitor, a former Miss Birmingham, said the psychological social media impact of being on reality shows is awful. "People are still human," she explained. "Words can really hurt people. We've seen this from the suicides. We're not saying Teresa direct relation to Love Island, but are associated with a personality type who may go into Love Island and may not have as much help and support that they may potentially have needed." Former Islanders Sophie Graydon, 32, and Mike Thalassides, 26, both took their own lives along with Love Island presenter Caroline Flack. Flack was replaced by Laura Whitmore and the show continued. Molitor says Teresa double standard between how the boys behave compared with the girls. "The boys always go, 'Yeah, high five, I did this to this girl.' It seems acceptable for guys, but if girls do it, we're meant to be pure creatures, and are classed as loose if we do anything like that. The guys can do what they like, but it seems from the social media comments that women are not allowed to." Molitor has serious concerns about whether ITV2 will look after people's mental health when Big Brother returns next year. "I think Big Brother can really challenge people's mental health. I think if we're struggling with the mental health crisis we're looking at with reality TV at the moment, I do think Big Brother has a really big part to play if it's going to keep people's mental health as protected as they're saying that they are doing." She added, "ITV really have to get on top of their duty of care. Love Island films 24 hours a day with around 70 cameras over 8 weeks, but viewers only get to see an hour of highlights. Molitor worries we don't really get to see what is actually going on in the villa. I think actually, the issue with Love Island for me is that it's the producers that create it. They promote the storylines, they create everything. It's not scripted at all. But there are a lot of things within it whereby they can lead Islanders into conversations. We need to be aware of what is going on in the rest of the show. I don't think it should be cancelled. I think there's a lot that we can learn from these sorts of things. What needs to be cancelled is the trolling and the keyboard warrior culture behind it, the people who think it's okay to say whatever they like to someone online without feeling like there are going to be any sort of repercussions. Asked if online abusers need prosecuting by way of a deterrent, she replied, "Yes. People need to realize that it's not okay to say those things." Molitor believes the producers may enhance or focus on red flag behaviors as it is thought-provoking and newsworthy. It is important to open a dialogue about these behaviors but not circle a certain person about this behavior in the villa. With Gemma and Luca, who finished in second place, there were all these red flags that Luca was showing. I'm thinking, guys, these red flags may be being shown just purely because that's the way that producers are editing the show. They can also take that out of the show. If they think this is not okay, the way that we're portraying a certain character, they could remove it from the show. She concludes, reality TV is not going away. I don't necessarily think that we need it to go away, but we need to protect people who go on it. ITV has rejected the claims by Dr. Molitor, saying, "We have a number of support measures in place to support the islanders and their families with social media. We have partnered with Meta to run a bespoke, comprehensive training program for Love Island contestants and family members who may be running Instagram and Facebook accounts. Sessions provide details on how to use all of our safety tools to ensure contestants have the most positive experience. It is very damaging for someone to suggest we don't have certain measures in place when this is something we are extremely committed to."